In a development that could signal behind-the-scene negotiations, the suspended governor of Rivers State, Fubara, on Tuesday paid a surprise visit to President Bola Tinubu at his residence in Lagos. The closed-door meeting marks the second private encounter between the two leaders since Fubara's controversial suspension on March 18, 2025. Photographs released by the State House media team show the Rivers governor in formal discussion with the president, although specific details of their conversation remain disclosed at the time of this report. The meeting has already sparked a wave of speculation among political observers and citizens. Governor Fubara, who has remained a central figure in a prolonged crisis involving key political stakeholders in the state, including his predecessor and current Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Pro-Wike, has continued to defend his position while facing mounting pressure both within his party, the People's Democratic Party, and from the opposition. His suspension by President Tinubu earlier this year was part of a broader intervention aimed at curbing the escalating conflict in the state's political hierarchy. Although not formally removed from office by the legislature, Fubara has been largely sidelined in state governance matters, raising questions about executive authority and constitutional boundaries. This latest meeting in Lagos comes just weeks after the All Progressives Congress in Rivers publicly expressed willingness to welcome Fubara into its rank, should he decide to defect from the PDP. Many believe that ongoing consultations may involve high-level negotiations aimed at facilitating such a defection, potentially as a part of a broader national political realignment ahead of the 2027 general elections. Political analysts suggest that President Tinubu's decision to meet Fubara again could be a calculated move to either pacify the situation in Rivers or align strategic interests in a region seen as crucial to the electoral balance of power. The South-South zone, where Rivers is a dominant player, has long been a battleground for influence among the major parties. Despite the secrecy surrounding Tuesday's meeting, sources close to the presidency hinted that the reconciliation and potential reconfiguration of state-level political structures may have been the key points of discussion. Others speculate that the president is seeking a deal to end the issues between Fubara and Wike, which has threatened to fracture both the PDP and disrupt governance in the oil-rich state. Meanwhile, civil society organizations and legal observers continue to watch the situation closely, warning against unconstitutional interference in democratic process and calling for transparency and due process in resolving the Rivers political saga. As the public awaits official statement from either party, one question lingers. Is this the beginning of a political comeback for Fubara or the final steps in a carefully managed exit?